It's got a young buck. Hello, how are you doing? And this is my first time.
God, you're a monster.
This is my first time field dressing a deer. I'm not going to film most of it. I'm kind of afraid to do it wrong. I called a friend who's a hunter. I'm going to go start down here. This is probably last you'll see. Let's start now.
What if God was one of us? Just a deer like one of us.
You can see the shot right here. Came out here.
You're in white.
This is sacrilegious as
So much damn work.
I almost got through to his asshole, which is still hanging on by a thread. I got to find that thread, cut it, and then it'll fall down. And we start peeling the skin off.
Continue. Why have you forsaken me? Don't get anywhere. So here's the story behind that deer that you probably already seen pictures of me gutting it. So basically, my mom heard some sounds outside, and I was thinking someone was on our property or something like that, or that homeless lady's back in that trailer near our house. I don't know. I'm thinking something bad's happening. So I grab the 30-06 and I go down to the bottom limb, which I get up to right about there, and I see a deer, and it's a buck. And I think, wow, I have a clear shot at that deer. And it's like maybe, I'm going to say 30 minutes, no, more like 20 minutes till dark. About like now, you know, the crickets are out, and it's getting late. So, I have a 30-06 in hand, and I think, do I really want to do this? And then I think to myself, do I want to be the person that almost got a deer, or the person who got a deer? And so I pulled the trigger at that point. I did a heart-lung shot. He ran about maybe 150 feet down a gully, of course, into briars. And when I was walking towards him, I noticed on the where I shot him, the location, his lung, part of his lung and heart was laying on the ground. So I knew it was a good shot. So I went up to him, and you always, when you ever shoot a deer, you don't, go up to him immediately and just start hitting him, or not hitting him, dragging him without making sure they're dead first, because they can kick you, and that'd be bad. So I poked him with the gun and saw he was dead, and got my brother to help me drag him out, and then started gutting him, field dressing him, which took me about 2 hours because I've never done it before. But luckily my brother, not my brother, but a co-worker is big into hunting, the older guy. I called him, and he told me what to do, and about 4 phone calls. And so it turned out real well. I butchered the meat myself, processed it myself, and by now I've actually eaten it all myself. Processing that red cooler right there, you can see right there. The big thing for processing is you want to bleed a deer, or it'll be gamey. So I bled it about 3 days. It was still a little gamey, but pretty good. I had a coworker, he just killed a deer, the same one we were talking about, and I helped him process it, cut it up in the kitchen at work. We have an industrial kitchen at work. And so he bled it actually for 6 days, going on a week, real close to 7 days. I was like, wow. And the meat was actually starting to turn a little bit of a grayer color, because 6 days in an ice chest with coolers, ice chest will eventually rot it, but it didn't taste gamey at all. And I guess it's that age gets all the gamey taste out, because it was good. He cooked some at work, and we ate it. He made a big roast, and it tastes like beef. And so the key is to soak the meat for a long period of time, as long as you can without it, rotting. But we ate that, and it was delicious. And since then, he's given me some deer meat. I've ground it up. I got a little meat grinder. Made sloppy joes with it. Made what was the other thing I made with it? Oh, casseroles, all kinds of things. It's good. And so I like venison. I really do. If you've never eaten venison before, and you just get a piece that hasn't been bled or prepared right, it'll taste gamey. It won't taste like cow, but if it's cooked right, it can taste like beef. One thing I noticed is venison, pound for pound, is heavier than beef. The grain in the meat of venison is real tight. and it makes it better almost to be ground. Once it's ground, it opens that up a little bit more. It's more looser. But when you're just eating like a deer roast or deer steak, it's gonna be chewy because it's really tight grain. Now the back straps are a better cut of meat. They go along the spine, and they are a real soft place. And you can make deer medallions. You just cut them into like little circles. Those are good. But just like a big thigh roast, a loin roast, those are good. I smoked one. It's pretty good. But the key is to bleed it. So I hope you guys enjoy my deer video. I still have the deer's head in a bucket full of chemicals soaking with this industrial cleaner we use at work called Kumba Grill Cleaner. I think there's a video of that on YouTube somewhere. But it eats aluminum. It also eats your skin. So it might eat deer skin. I don't know. Deer skin's pretty hard. So I got it soaking right now, and it's been soaking for about a month. So I might wait 2 or 3 months before I open it. But that's just the lead into the video, talking about it. Hope you guys enjoy watching me gut a deer. Well, cut off parts of it. Stuff like that. So, peace, guys.